game has crashed.
The Let's Play Curse.
What on earth? I mean, really? After all of that work? You gave us a reskin! Nintendo! I can't even begin to express how disappointed I was when I saw this back in the day. Seriously. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can sort of see why it might be a bit cool, but you know, for some people, but for me, I expected more. Especially when they say a strange new world. I mean, yeah, it's strange, but it isn't new. And that's the problem. It's soon for under trade descriptions, I swear to God. But there are some changes, and I'll quickly show them now before we progress. Some of them anyway, the rest you'll see later. As you can see, this is now a Mario head, and these are... I don't remember the official name now. But they changed, some of the enemies change. Like those you have that change. The piranha plants change into pumpkin plants. The bullet bills change into sniffet bills, is it? Or something like that? I don't remember. There's a handful of different enemies that change. But really, I just think it's fair, you know, for all the work you put in to get to that point. I really think it's quite a lame reward. There's the pumpkin plant, and I got stuck in a pipe. Way. But yeah, I really think Nintendo could have done better with that. That's probably the one part of this game that disappointed me, because to be honest with you, the rest of it, I think, well, I'll leave it for my appraisal at the end, but the rest of it is really awesome. So I think it's it's only a minor thing. It's a bit of a letdown in my opinion. I think they could have done better, but then again, it was the SNES. Maybe they'd crammed so much into it they couldn't have fit something else. I don't know. But I guess now it's time to take down the King of the Koopas. Are you ready? I hope so. Let's get cracking.
Okay then, so the idea for Bowser's Castle is you have two sets of 4 rooms. The first set obviously being 1 to 4 as I'm showing here. The second set obviously being 5 to 8. I'm going to go through each of them in numerical order, but bear in mind you can only do 1 to 4 first and then 5 to 8 after. So you won't be able to do it in exact order, but for the purposes of this I've decided to do it that way. Okay, so let's see what's behind door number 1. It's an auto-scrolling area. Hooray! You know how much I love those, eh? So yeah, really, you've just got to be careful as ever. Just make sure... This one you've got to actually hang back a little, because if you run forward you will get crushed in some places. So it's better just to hang back. And there you go, that's the end already. Okay, so in door number 2, there's this short area where you just climb on a net and you have to avoid the Koops if you go on the rear and the odd Podaboo if you go on the front. It's not a particularly challenging area. On to the next room. Okay, so in door number 3, it's an amazing room. Sorry about that, I couldn't resist. You just got to basically find your way around. The key is to look for those checkered like curtains, the white and green with the holes in, and you fall through those and you get through fine. And mind the Mecha Koopas. Door number 4, possibly the hardest one of the bunch. This one requires quite a bit of patience and not rushing. you could easily fall off here and make a mistake. And you've got to mind these little sparkly things. Ooh, that was close. I had a little problem with the controller where every time I tried to move right it would stick. So that's why I nearly died there. Door number 5. This one's just a gauntlet. You have to wait for those to come down. And once they've gone up enough, rush to the end. Easy peasy. Okay, so door number 6. It's not immediately apparent when you first enter, but yep, this is a water area. And in my opinion, one of the harder areas to boot. There are a lot of things to dodge. You've got to be really careful here. That's pretty much my catchphrase for this LP, as you know. That was a really silly mistake there. I don't know why I did that, but never mind. I pushed forward anyhow. In case you're wondering why 2 and 6, it was a bit different in terms of lives and, you know, Mario being bigger and stuff. It's because actually that was recorded as my main run through. I had recorded rooms 1 and 5 as the, you know, for the normal ending, en route to it, I should say. But I can't seem to find that footage. So that's why this one looks a bit different from the rest. Here I'm just trying to make sure I don't get hit by that big ball and chain, and I avoid it quite well, I think. And we're just approaching the end now. So yep, that's room 6. Door number 7 is has a load of Bowser statues, and those gold ones, they jump, as you see there. So you have to be very careful avoiding those. And that last one's there. It's kind of a dickish move, but if you're careful, you're fine. Okay, room 8, charging chucks ahoy. I kind of took a few risks here. You're probably better off going a bit slower than this, but if you feel comfortable, by all means. And this will take you to this room here, which is the rest of the castle. I'll quickly show you now what the back door does. If you go through the back door, it takes you to this dark room from the off, which means you don't actually have to beat all those other rooms. And with that, we can continue with the main playthrough. Once you've beaten either room 5, 6, 7 or 8, you get taken to this dark room, which is where the back door takes you, as I've already shown. So that negates the need to do those rooms. Not a whole lot really I can say about this room, really. Just avoid all these different enemies and the lava pits, and you're golden. Now return you to a regular commentary.
Right then, this is it. Let's do it. Yep, here he comes. Bowser! Right then. What we've got to do to begin with is we've just got to wait for him to do his thing. He's just showing off that he can fly in his little flower cup thing, whatever it's called. He'll throw out some Mecha Koopas, and we're going to throw them up at him if we don't miss. Ooh. And not get hit ourselves, of course. There we go, that's how you do that. Hit him twice, and he will disappear. Humiliated. Oh my god, he's coming! Ah! No. You can't actually get hit by that, so don't worry. This bit is just a waste of time. Stand to the left of the one that falls first, and then just move as the other ones come down. Help! Princess Peach throws you a mushroom each time you complete a phase. This bit he changes it up. He just hovers it about in midair, and he's sizing up the opportunity. Still sizing up the opportunity to drop a bowling ball, or at least that's what I thought it was back in the day. I don't know exactly what it is really, it's just a big ball. Bowser, I don't want to see your balls. Seriously, keep them tucked away, please. Oh god, what have I done? Okay, oh that was stupid, now I'm going to have to wait for another phase of this to beat him. That's what I get for making crude jokes. Oh dear. Okay. We've got to wait for this again. Won't take too long though. But yeah, this is quite a fitting finale, I think. I think they did a good job with this anyway. The music's pretty good, the lightning's always a nice effect, gives you that sinister feeling to it. And then, oh, incidentally, the music you should recognise if you've played Mario Kart, because that's the music that plays in Bowser's Castle on that. But that's him done. We can keep this Mecha Koopa if we feel so inclined, but we've got to be careful he doesn't activate and kill us. Like that. Let's see if we can sucker punch him before he gets going. Might be able to. Nope, messed it up. Oh well. Never mind. I thought he was going to jump slightly sooner than he did there, to be fair. Okie dokie. Oops. Nearly ran into that. The actual cup can't kill you, but the propellers can, I think, so be careful. And one more hit, and bye-bye, Bowser. So long, gay Bowser. I think it's actually meant to be Dear Bowser, but everyone pretty much says it's gay Bowser, obviously. Anyway, that's it. We've finished it. We've now 100%ed Super Mario World. And it wasn't quite as smooth as I hoped, but it didn't go too badly on the whole. And at least the levels I struggled on were levels that were quite difficult, so... Not like the Lion King where I just decided to die 4 times on level 2. But yep, they're going on a vacation. And there's some speculation, I don't know if it's actually true, that that the sequel to this game, direct sequel, is Super Mario Sunshine because they all go on a vacation there. But don't quote me on that. And we had some lovely hearts in the background symbolising their love. And here we are, the end credits. Yoshi and his 7 friends are now returning home. So yeah, that was quite a fun time. I really enjoyed that. Enjoyed playing through it again for, I don't know, the 20th, 30th time, maybe more. I've seriously played this game to death, and a lot of it I remember pretty well. You know, the vast majority of it I'd say I remember, off the back of my hand, really. Obviously a few moments here and there I don't quite 100% remember, but as was evident in the Let's Play. But yeah, I don't really think I can really criticise this game a whole lot. In terms of bad points, well, duh. But yeah, there were a few visual glitches and that one platform glitch in that Star World level. I don't understand what happened there. I really don't understand it. I don't think that was, something I did wrong in the level. I think that was a glitch because the cartridge was buggered or something. I don't know. But apart from a few little things here and there, it went pretty smoothly. And as I said before, this game is really awesome. But I was a bit disappointed by that strange new world that they promised. Yeah, it did disappoint me. Yeah, rest in peace Hiroshi Yamakai, or I don't know how you pronounce it, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, he was a great guy. He really revolutionised gaming, I think, and gave us so many so many great games. And all the Yoshis are freed out their eggs, and they rejoice. Now let's see the roll call. Now, this will vary. I'm going to put both in this particular section, both roll calls. The one for beating the game normally and the one for beating it with 96 exits. Because I think it'll work best that way. So I'm not going to comment on individual enemies because it's obviously going to be a bit pointless. Fidget Bills, that's it. Okay, I just did. Never mind. But yeah, as I was saying before, many people regard this game as one of the greatest games ever made, and you can't really argue with them because it's just was made so well. The controls were perfect, the visuals were lovely back in the day, the music obviously is iconic. And I mean, apart from, in my personal opinion, that disappointment at the end of doing the special world, I can't fault it at all. Yeah, I would still probably put Mario Bros. 3 above it, just because I think I've got that bit more nostalgic attachment to it. I think, technically speaking, this game is definitely the better one. But then again, this game was made for the SNES, whereas the Mario Bros. 3 was made for the NES, and then remastered, because I played the remastered version on Super Mario All-Star. So you got to take that into account, really, when saying which is better, I think. But when all's said and done, it comes down to how fun a game is, doesn't it, really? And for me, well, it's much of a much. Like I said, I just think I've got a few more fond memories of Mario Bros. 3 overall. And I think I slightly prefer the music overall to it as well. I mean, it's much of a much. On any given day, maybe I could prefer this as well. But there you go. That's it. Oh, and yes, of course, you have to actually, these old games, you can't exit from the screen, which means you have to reset the console. Hooray! 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 Yay! Anyway, and as you can see, we've now got 3 files with 96. A perfect cartridge. Yeah, pity it glitched so much, eh? But yep, that's it then. I'll see you next time, for whatever my next Let's Play will be. I don't know either. See you next time.